Hello and welcome to episode 6 of Dimensions MOCs, introducing, well, multiple monsters, as the title will suggest. So, we'll start with the one up front. This is a monster I've titled Gardenraider. So, all of these are MOCs here, but yeah, this is one of them. So, this guy, I decided to have like a tank of flowers he's powered on and everything else. So that would be cool for a fantasy type monster to be flying around on literal flower power. And for the pilot of this, wow. As you can see, the guns are quite trigger happy, so you don't want to encounter this creature in our fantasy world. But, yeah, let's see. The pilot of this is an unnamed character, but a design I came up with to, just, you know, cool guy with some glasses and a flower suit on, because, you know, why not? And he's got this gun here and everything else, so, you know, yeah, pretty dangerous foe, I'd say. But, yep, you've got this giant flower sort of, piranha plant guy here. He's got teeth right here, so if he crashes into anything, of course they can he can have some protection there, or at least damage whatever he's crashing into. On the back here, we've got some vines coming off and some gems to power up the two blasters here, and of course the cannons that are below. And yeah, that's about it. And of course, how does it fly? Magic, obviously, if you didn't see the gems. And yeah, that is all we have on this one. We'll move on to the next. Next up, we have a character, wow, my sister just gave her a name too, and that's really sad. I'm forgetting. I think it was, let me see. I think it was Josh, yeah. So she named the bug Josh. This character's name is Blair. She was in Creating Characters Season 1 if you watched that. But yeah, this is the creature that she rides. I believe she named it Josh, so a loving name, obviously. But yeah, it's a beetle. It can crawl up. It can, it has magic, obviously, with the transparent pieces, so it can, say, shoot magic blast if it has to, or just, you know, speed up and get away super fast if it has to. But yeah, sort of like an armored tank just because of how heavy and even just durable it is. So you have to stop testing Legos like that, because if it's not durable, then it'll be like the elephant episode where it just breaks everywhere. But yep, this is quite durable, I would say. And you didn't see that at all, obviously. We're just gonna put that back seamlessly. Look, brand new. See? So yeah, amazing build, amazing job my sister did there. And yeah, let's move on to the next one. So this one I have named the Gentleman Octopus, because he's an octopus and he wears a top hat and has a cane. And, you know, he is a gentleman, except for the times when he has, you know, guns pointed everywhere. But yeah, so for this one, I decided to give him 8 arms, but I attached them, like 2 arms, like on one attachment right here. So this was definitely an interesting build. And I was inspired to do it from when I got this orange carrot piece from, I think, the Lego carrot truck, I think that's what it was. But yeah, and I was like, oh, this could be a really cool head of like a monster. And because of the way it was it's only 3 by 3 bricks long, as you can see on the bottom here. So it was kind of hard to build a design that had that sort of that I could actually put arms onto. But yeah, I decided to build it in sort of a spiral area, and of course put connections here, 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 and here. And it gave me a really cool octopus design, and I decided to go with it and make it a character. And as you can see, there's a following theme here of top hats on villainous characters, so naturally I gave him one and gave him a cane to complete the look. And yes, this is the Gentleman Octopus. So there you are. A little large for a Creating Characters episode, but hey, he might get one. Still deciding how sentient he is as a character, but we shall see. Put the cane back. But yeah, that's all on him. Next up, let's see, any mini money. Actually, we'll do this guy. So this guy here is, let me see, I forgot exactly what I named him, but he is in the upcoming music video I've been talking about. You may have seen some images for. Yeah, I think he's in some of the images. But yeah, this is a, let me see. I want to say, I think this was the Dream Reaper. I don't know. Well, what he does is he shows up in dreams and tries to kill you. So essentially, if you see this guy in real life, he'll try and, you know, get you. But if he does not catch you, if you look into his eyes, he'll be able to attack you in the proverbial dream realm. So when you go to sleep, he'll be able to find you in the dreams and attack you. And that's actually what the music video is about, a character who comes in contact with this monster and he has to basically fight them inside of her dreams. So it has to be really interesting. And yeah, I decided to include him in this to sort of give some info on this kind of monster. So I believe it is a dream, Nightcrawler, that's what I named it, Nightcrawler. So it's been a minute, but yeah, so I don't know, I'm really good with coming up with like character concepts, but not the best when it comes to names, so yeah. But no, yeah, Nightcrawler is what this was, or Dream Reaper, whichever one works. This is that character, so yeah, he's got the claws to complete it. And in case you were wondering, yes, this is sort of a reskinned warden character, so if you play Minecraft, you know what a warden is. It's one of the monsters in that game. And yeah, it has like a blue and tan color texture. But basically I took that, made it taller, made it sort of black and inky and everything else, and yeah, gave it 2 glowing eyes. So yeah, I definitely borrowed the design from it, but I'd still call it a mock just because like pretty much every piece on it is different and it does take a different shape. But yep, inspiration's obviously there, just wanted to acknowledge that. Now next up, a bit more than inspiration, this is a giant squid. So I actually got the instructions for this online. Now I don't remember exactly where online I got them from, but I do acknowledge this isn't my design, but found it online by a creator. Trust me, I would give credit if I could, but I built this thing like so many years ago. I couldn't tell you whatever link I had to find the instructions for this. But really cool build, yeah. So basically I got the instructions, and out of my own pieces I built a giant squid here. So it definitely looks like a robotic beast, and I decided to make that its backstory within this world, that it was built by the villains of the story to attack the ocean kingdoms and everything else whenever needed. So yeah, he resides in the oceans, but of course because he's a robotic creature, if you attack him and able to shut him down, you're typically good to go, unless it happens to, you know, wake up, in which case you might want to run. But yeah, you can take down ships. It's got the giant opposable tentacles, as it were. And yeah, so definitely, I know I have two sort of ocean creatures in one video, but figured I'd get them out the way since, yeah, I don't know. They're quite similar with the tentacles and everything else, but there is another ocean video coming, so I decided I'd get the more villainous characters out the way. There's one more villainous ocean character coming in the last episode, but it's a bit smaller, so I decided to pair it with the bigger creature that'll be in the last episode. But yeah, the last one here, oh, well, you see the theme of being durable has been thrown out the window. Here's the last character. So this is actually another sort of retextured Minecraft character, in case you couldn't tell by the blocky legs and face and everything about it. But yeah. So a Ravager is a character. If you all play Minecraft, you know Ravager is like one of the monsters that comes when like a raid happens on a Minecraft village. So I basically tried to build that design. Didn't quite have the pieces for it, but I decided to kind of make it my own sort of creature here. So yeah, this monstrosity sort of came of it, and it looks like a cow, but it's not. Having a clue what it is, but I've named it George. So if y'all have a better name, feel free to leave that in the comments, but we're sticking with George. Has had that name for years now, and we're gonna stick to it. But yeah, so this is called the George, and you see, we got some minifigures on here as well. These are also unnamed at the moment, but yeah, as you can see, they're sort of fire-themed characters from the Ember Kingdom, a kingdom I haven't really talked about much on this channel, but we're going to be getting into it quite soon, so figured to be a good area to, you know, show off what you might see or who you might even see within this kingdom. But yep, we'll put these guys back. But yeah, a lot of the characters in the Ember Kingdom have fireproof skin or whatever else, so there have actually been characters who were introduced in creating character series, and they were in fact from the Ember Kingdom, so I may have talked on it here and there. But yeah, this is an example of one of them. They have fireproof skin, they can shoot fire, whatever else. But this character is not fireproof, which is why he has the full mask and build up and everything else, so we can still, you know, interact with those characters and still fight those characters without, you know, burning to a crisp, as it were. But yeah, and also a running theme, the George has a top hat. Now, the functionality of this hat, I couldn't tell you, but I decided to put some lamps on it so, you know, if it gets dark, even though it literally glows in the dark, it has those flashlights just to make sure. You never know, I suppose. But yep, it's got the flags on the back, which do stand for the Red Brigade. So if you watched the last episode, I introduced the Red Brigade prison transport, and yeah, these are some flags you might see to show the alliance with that evil Red Brigade military. And yeah, outside of that, I believe that's all I have to say on the George. It's got these two ears, and I decided to make it look like it's got steam coming out of its ears because it's all angry. And yes, Minecraft inspiration, these are in fact carrots that you would use to control pigs in that game, but instead it controls the George. So let me see. I think last thing I'll add, it's got a tail back here. We're gonna ignore that. It does have a tail back here that I thought that went up and down, but that's not attached to us. We're gonna put that back. It's got a tail. It's got two bags on the side, one here and one here to carry your belongings and all you might need to carry. I think, yeah, there it is right there, in case you didn't see. And yeah, that is about it for the George. So let me see, I'm gonna put this guy back in the seat. And yeah, we'll go over these guys one last time. So yeah, we've got the George here. Oh my goodness. Oh, this thing fires from underneath it. Let me put this back. 1 second. And there we are. So yeah, we've got the George. We've got the Gardenraider. We'll put the flower dude back on there. We've got Giant Squid, the Gentleman Octopus, We've got Josh the Beetle Creature, and we've got the Nightcrawler. See, I remember the name this time, see? But yeah, I don't know. My cousin always said this too, like, how do you make these characters and you forget the names? In case you haven't watched the channel, I'm 2 seasons into, I basically introduced already 200 characters that are named, and there's so much more to come. So, having a lot of characters, I'm gonna forget names, shoot. Well, there you go. I remember these guys, and thank God for watching. As always, have a great rest of your day.